Yeah, so, Kendama, it's really cool, it's really fun, it's really addictive, but you're like, what should I try to do? There's birds, there's spikes. I'm going to explain the bird and the spike really simply, really quickly. It's really easy. Once you know how to spike it, the bird is the next logical step. And it's basically just a more gentle spike. You're basically spiking it with this part right here. You turn it. You see how, like, if I hold the spike straight up, this thing's like off at an angle. You want to tilt it until it's level, and then this will be off to the side just a little bit, and then that's what you're gonna hit it with. And it can almost like knock against this and rest on your little nudge here, your little bird perch. All right. So how do you spike it? Spiking it is just seriously, it's easiest thing in the world once you figure it out. It is just a matter of stabilizing the ball. Like when you hold it like this, make sure it's not spinning. Like calm down, relax. You can breathe a little bit, take some time with your kendama. You don't need to be like, just chill, stabilize it. I like to grab the string, pull it down or something, or grab it. Everyone has a different technique for stabilizing it. And then to get a spike, all you do is pull it straight up. Not to the side with no tilt, no anything. If you can just get it to pull straight up, that means the hole will stay down. It's really simple. So once you get the concept of pulling it straight up and you can get it under the spike, it literally just takes maybe like an hour or two of practice. Or if you are casual with your kendama, maybe a few days of 20-minute practices or something, I don't know. It's really not that hard. Once you get the spike though, to transition to the bird, there's kind of like a few tips or some things you can do. Now, if normally when I spike it, I try to always hold the kendama from this spot right here, because this is the center of gravity. This is like, if this was a trigger, it would be your solar plexus, this spot right here. So I always kind of keep my fingers there and hold it from there. So when I spike it, I pull it up from there, from that spot, and I hold it like this. But when I do a bird, I hold it like this, with it kind of upwards in my hands. Instead of like that where it's flat, I hold it already upward facing. So when I yank it up, I don't have to turn the kendama to spike it and bird it. It's already like that. So that makes it a lot easier. Alright, so then how do I describe this to you? If you can get the tama, this ball thing, to come up like you were just about to spike it, if you can get spikes while holding it in this grip, as opposed to the normal grip that people would just pick up the kendama and probably hold it like this, if you can start to get it where you're just holding like this and you can spike it, then a bird is just a matter of missing the spike. Sometimes they'll do it on accident, or it's going to come up, you're going to spike it, but you're going to just tilt it and hit it with that part, and it's going to land right in that hole. You can theoretically do a bird where it's not on the hole, but the trick, the secret to it is landing on the hole, so it's kind of like a spike. So if you can get a spike like this, if you can do a spike like this, then your next step is to just pull it up, get it right there. So a bird looks like this, it's going to be on that, and then if it's away from you, that's a nightingale. And these are all the bird variations. They're really fun to play with. Really great stuff. So then you're going to pull it up, and you kind of want to reach the apex, and that's when you want to get underneath it. It doesn't really help in kendama to have it go up really high and then fall onto it. Although if you're good with the knees and you're good with the recovery, you can scoop it and adjust it and come down with it and ease into the break. So you just kind of got to keep doing it, because initially, like, I didn't think, I'll never be able to do bird, that's ridiculous, that's so crazy. But now it's like, it's stupid. It's like, I don't know why I ever thought I couldn't do that. Once you get one, you'll be like, wow, that's what it feels like. Oh, it is possible. Oh, I can do things. I'm not a muggle. Wow, how about that? I'm a mathematician. So then, other tips that you can think about, and other things to like try and combo. A lot of people, they only do it standing up, and they're like super purist about that. But if you're like just chilling there, you're tired, you just got in session and something like that, you can just sit down and you can just put it on the spike, and you can practice your earths and put it on the spike. You don't have to start on the ground with it down like this and pull it up or whatever. Like, I don't know why this is like the traditional starting, why that's so popular, but you can start it anywhere and do it. And if you're going to be sitting down, you can just put on the spike and practice your earths and practice all your stuff, whatever. So what I did to learn to practice bird really well was just put it in bird, and then I would just hold it like in car rides, put it in bird, hold it. See how long you can hold it there, whatever. Just get used to, this is what it feels like to catch it there. It feels cool. And it actually feels way, way better than a spike. It feels like a nice spike. So pretty much just go out there, you know, we don't really need to go anywhere. Just lift up your kendama and just kind of practice your spike. Once you get your spike, once you're confident spike, just try bird, and then spam bird, and then bird jumps the valley, which is bird comes from here to here, and then bird flips. Or it's easier to do bird flip to spike at first, because earths and all that are way easier, but eventually you can do stuff like bird flips, where you do an earth spin, and from the bird, and catch it in bird, or you can bird flip the valley, or you can double bird flip, land on the spike, and then go dub from there. You can do some dub-dubs, there's some dub-dub variations, there's some shit you could do. So you could also catch a bird like around here, but I think it's called something different. I don't know. And bird perches on cannon tip. It's all the same concept. It's just basically spiking it with a flat surface. But yeah, believe in yourself. Believe in your technique. And oh yeah. Actually fucking try to do it when you're trying to do it. I notice sometimes I'll be playing Kendama and I'll be thinking about other shit and I'll just be like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I actually have to try to do it. And then it works, because once you focus, it's really simple, because it's just like a wooden thing in your hand. So actually focus, try breathing out when you pull it up. I don't know, there's lots of gimmicks and tricks you can think about, bending your knees and all this hootenanny. And if you have a certain kendama is going to be easier to bird than others, like mine, you notice it has like paint on it, and it's not a glossy finish, so it has a little bit more of a grip. And then I specially painted my scoops and stuff, so it's all kind of semi-sticky. So it makes it a lot easier to do bird, and then once you do bird a lot, there's going to be it almost like it knows what it's about, and it's trying to be about bird more often. So I could probably just talk about bird all day, every day. I can keep going and going and going, but you know, at the end of the day, it's just up to you. You going outside, you don't even need to go outside for kendama. You just bird, just do the bird. It's easy, simple bird. Bird is the word.